Donald released a statement regarding the FBI's search warrant on his Mar-a-Lago property, which is what alerted us to the FBI's search warrant in the first place. He writes, or Stephen Miller probably writes, "These are dark times for our nation as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided, and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before." That's actually true. "After working and cooperating with relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. It is prosecutorial misconduct, the weaponization of the justice system, and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately don't want me to run for president in 2024, especially based on recent polls, and who will likewise do anything to stop Republicans and conservatives in the upcoming midterm elections." At this point, Donald wrestles the pen out of Stephen Miller's hands and continues, "Such an assault could only take place in broken third world countries. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries, corrupt at a level not seen before. They even broke into my safe." Okay, you get the gist. It's quite hysterical. A couple of things. He then goes on to compare it to what happened when burglars broke into Democratic headquarters at the Watergate Hotel. Not quite the same thing. The burglars were committing a crime. The FBI is investigating one, at least one. So good try, Donald. You are not going to wiggle your way out of this one, although it's going to be really fun to see you try. There's been a lot of speculation about what exactly is in Donald's safe at Mar-a-Lago that apparently the FBI is very interested in. We've heard that perhaps in that safe are Lindsey Graham's testicles. We've heard it might be Al Capone or perhaps Geraldo Rivera. I don't actually think it's any of those things. I'm much more of the opinion that what is in Donald's safe is something that should shock the conscience of the Republican Party, but won't. We need to remember that a lot of these documents were so top secret. They were so classified that they couldn't even be listed in an index of the documents that were taken. That means that they're very serious documents that might be worth something to somebody. In other words, this could be the greatest breach of American national security in this country's history. Now, we don't know that, but it's hard for me to believe that the FBI, Merrick Garland, and the judge who signed off on the search warrant would go to these lengths to find Lindsey Graham's testicles. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It seems likely that somebody alerted the FBI about what documents Donald still had in his possession. I could be wrong, but this is hitting very, very close to home, so to speak. Now, we need to keep in mind that there are very few people who have access or knowledge about what's in Donald's safe, what are in those boxes that he took illegally from the White House after he left in January 2021. So that narrows the field considerably. Somebody like Stephen Miller is evil in a way that makes him stick with Donald through thick and thin because he loves Donald's racism and hatred of immigrants, and it just, serves his purposes. Jared, on the other hand, has anybody heard from Jared recently? I mean, I don't know. We heard about that shocking and quite convenient $2 billion he got from Middle Eastern investors for his hedge fund company or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that most of that money is just going to end up in his pocket, but that's a lot of money to get for somebody who has never run a company like that before. I don't know. Jared, you out there? I mean, I just keep hearing crickets.